Rather lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. It's time for us to be absolutely ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. We're going to be doing our Arsenal edition. Keep, sell, loan, and confused, right? Because there's some few players that I'm not really sure whether we sell them, we keep them, or give them another chance. So in this video, we're going to be diving into the Arsenal edition keep, sell, loan. And you can see the three categories there. Keep, which means that player is absolutely very crucial for Arsenal. Sell means that they're done at the club. Loan means that, yeah, there is some kind of future there, but maybe, just maybe, another kind of future, right? And then confused is one of those categories where I want to keep the player, but I also feel they are not good enough, or they have not shown me enough for them to be kept at the club. Hit the like button, subscribe to the podcast as well. I want your thoughts with me right in the comment box below. Let's do this together. Which players do you think are a must keep? Which players do you think are a must sell? And which players do you think Arsenal can give another chance, but they need to go out there, develop much more better, and they could become assets. They could become much better players. Let's get this video to 500 likes and let's get the party started. Now we will start off with the goalkeepers. Obviously the goalkeepers have been absolutely immense for Arsenal. Aaron Ramsdale, for me, is a no-brainer. He's a keep. Just signed his new deal at Arsenal. He came in from Sheffield United. We all thought he's that relegation guy that doesn't have the balls to play for a big club like Arsenal, or maybe play for a stable Premier League side. But that was absolutely wrong. His statistics were actually suggesting otherwise. And a few people doubted him, including myself, because I wanted Andre Onana. You still remember that summer. I don't want to go back there. But Ramsdale has been absolutely magnificent ever since signing for Arsenal. Really good player, really solid. I like his leadership. I think he will become an Arsenal vice captain at some point in time in his career. I like the enthusiasm that he has with Arsenal, with the game, the way he connects with centre backs, the way he connects with his full backs, his ball playing abilities as well. One of the reasons that's why he's going to be such a really good goalkeeper for England and for Arsenal in the future, because look, I think the next 5 years are a clear route of any goalkeeper that is so feeble with their feet, right? You look at the likes of David De Gea, Manchester United looking to sign a goalkeeper over £70 million. It shows you either play with your feet or you're out of the system. So for me, Ramsdale is a keep for Arsenal. Now, the backup situation, Matt Turner is a keep. Because, look, you want that backup goalkeeper that is not going to put a lot of pressure on you. €5 million that we signed him for. His market value is around €5 million now on the transfer market website. And in my opinion, he's not such a bad goalkeeper. Now, of course, there will be a debate to be had if Aaron Ramsdale ever picked up an injury. But if it does not, if Ramsdale can play in the UEFA Champions League, FA Cup and Premier League, then definitely Matt Turner is a keep. You will not find a better second goalkeeper. No pressure, no nothing. Now, Carl Hayne, for me, is a sell. I think is one of those players that will want to go somewhere else in their career. So Carl Hayne, a third goalkeeper, is a sell. But most importantly, why I would sell him is because of Arthur Okonkwo. Arthur Okonkwo has been out on loan this campaign. Young goalkeeper, should be Arsenal's third goalkeeper in my choice. So if Carl Hayne leaves, then definitely Arthur Okonkwo comes in, so he becomes a keep in my opinion. So those are the three goalkeepers that I think Arsenal should be keeping. Let's move on to Cedric Soares, who is next on the list. Cedric Soares, Mikel Arteta wants him to stay. I want him to go. He's been out on loan this campaign. I think the other half of the campaign has been out on loan. I think he's a sell. I think Cedric is a sell. Now, look, he did sign for Arsenal, shortly in January after Mikel Arteta, joined. I think January 2020, and he's been that kind of player who offers you versatility. Right back, left back, can play at centre back, although I've not seen him play there. But I think we now have that versatility in Takehiro Tomiyasu, who is much more a better player at left back and also a much better player at right back as well. So for me, Cedric Soares This is harsh, but he is an absolute sell. Albert Sambila Konga, confused. Yeah, Albert Sambila Konga, I'm confused. And this one might come as a surprise to you that I'm going with confused rather than loan or sell. I think with Albert Sambila Konga, there is a player in there. You look at managers like Vincent Kompany, who has had a very exciting season in the championship. He wants him. You look at Patrick Vieira, who was building something at Crystal Palace, and his project was actually going in the right direction. He also wanted him. So I think that there is something managers see. There is something in there in that guy. But is he ever gonna do it at Arsenal? I'm really confused. I don't know. I really cannot tell, okay? But he's one of those that confuse me. Really confuse me. Leandro Trossard, keep. Absolute keep. This guy has played 20 games for us ever since signing for us in the January transfer window of 2023, scoring 1 goal and assisting 10 times. He is the true meaning of a successful transfer signing. He's a very good player. So for me, Trossard is a keep. Mohamed Elneny is a sell. But of course, we know why he signed his new deal. We know why Arsenal extended his deal. So I'll put him right here in confused. And the reason why I'll put him right there in confused is the moment he gets better, and he can find a new club. Do Arsenal then cancel his contract, or do we let him stay until the end of the season? My opinion is we let him stay until the end of the season, and then he can leave for free. So I'm really confused there because I don't see him as an integral part of this squad with Caicedo, Rice being linked with Arsenal. It shows that Arteta wants like big names in that midfield, all right? And Elneny at the end, it might not be the best for him, but I'll put him right there in confused just because of his contract situation. Rob Holding is a sell. If I had an option of get out, Rob Holding would be the potential candidate of that category. But let's put him in sell. He's been at Arsenal for quite some time. Signed for us from Bolton Wanderers, I think, for something like, 3 million euros, 4 million euros, or 5? Under Arsene Wenger, he's had his fair share of chances. He's never going to become Bastoni. He's never going to become Skriniar. He's never going to become Ferdinand. He will never become, John Terry or Sol Campbell. So what we've got to do with Rob Holding is let him go. And it's one of those signings that, one of those sales that would actually give us above 10 million euros. Thomas Partey, keep. Partey is one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. And the fact that Arsenal are not even thinking about giving him a new deal worries me. Absolutely worries me. Because I still remember when we let go of players like Ramsey, Hileb, Song. That could be a repetition of a huge mistake in history if Arsenal dared to let go of Thomas Partey. Like, honestly. But Thomas Partey is a keep. One of the best defensive midfielders on his day. One of the best players to play in that single pivot on his day. Captain Martin Odegaard, player of the season. Definitely keep. You've got to put him there right up there with the likes of Aaron Ramsdale in importance. He's amazing, isn't he? He's really amazing. There's so many players that have looked at Arsenal, and I think Odegaard just brings out the quality that I've always yearned for as an Arsenal player, as an Arsenal fan. Good on the ball, good off the ball, character, leadership. He's quick, he's slow, he's everything football needs, right? He just explains why he played at 16. He was at Real Madrid. He was at 16. He was playing in the UEFA Champions League, right? That guy is phenomenal. So for me, he's an absolute keep. Kieran Tierney, sell. Yeah, this one I'm not confused about. Kieran Tierney is a really easy sell. Doesn't want to be there. The system doesn't favor him. There is really nothing for us to talk about with Kieran Tierney. I think he's one of those players where you would definitely go for a confused. Like, you want him to stay, your heart wants him to stay, but your head knows he's going. But I think for £30 million, and Arsenal can use that £30 million to bring in Moises Caicedo, definitely he is a sell, in my opinion. Nicola Pepe, do not terminate his contract, but he's a sell. He's been out on loan for a full season. It has not worked out. He's got to go. And this time, it's not on Mikel Arteta. You know, when he went out on loan at the beginning of the season, most of the people say this is on Mikel, should have given him a chance. He's been given chances where he's been, and he's been absolutely awful. So for me, he needs to go. Arsenal can get around 20 million euros, maybe 15, maybe 5 million euros. Whatever we can get, we should get, but don't allow him go on a terminated contract. It will look very, very bad on us. Benjamin White, keep. No confusion here, no sell, no loans. If Arsenal sign a new right back, it's going to affect him, like, big time. But he's a keep for me. I mean, he's that kind of squad player that you want to have in your side. He's one of those players that Arsenal will always fall back to. If you don't have a right back, if you don't have a right centre back, he can play in midfield as well. And for £50 million, I think Arsenal have just signed a lifelong pact with Benjamin White. But then I also kind of think that he's one of those players that's going to do a John Stones, one of those players that will be at Arsenal for some very long period of time, and he will eventually become a real member of this squad, okay? So keep. Reece Nelson has just signed a new deal at Arsenal. Keep for now, because I don't think he's signed a new deal to be sold eventually. I think he signed a new deal because Mikel Arteta has told him, look, I trust you and I believe you're good for this kind of project, okay? So Reece Nelson, keep for now. But in the future, I won't be surprised if Arsenal then decide to, sell him. I won't be surprised if Arsenal go, okay, you've done whatever you have done. Now it's time for you to go. It will be a little bit harsh, but I think that is where this direction is going. The same with Edin Ketia. We keep you for now. You sign a new deal. We give you chances, and just to allow other teams to look at you and go, well, there is a player in there, and then they will eventually leave the club. Right. Let's get to the next one. Edin Ketia. I'm confused with this one, but I think a loan deal for Edin Ketia wouldn't hurt. Like, yeah. Nketiah has had a full season after signing his contract, and I can't say I've not been impressed, but I can't say I've been satisfied. Like, absolute sheer hypocrisy. I'm that guy, okay? I think with Eddie, if he went to a club like Brighton, that would be good for his development. If you went to a club like Borussia Mönchengladbach, that would be good for his development. And if he got a chance to play for Reims just like Balogun has, that would be good for his development as well. So in my opinion, Eddie needs a loan deal. He would definitely want to stay at Arsenal and fight for his chances, but a loan deal might actually work for him. Gabriel Jesus, keep. We might need a striker eventually. If we lose Edin Ketia and Florian Balogun, we might need a striker. I think the firepower of Gabriel Jesus and Edin Ketia is feeble. It is weak, right? It is not compared to Alvarez and Haaland. You can't compare it to Gakpo, Jota, and Nunes. You can't. And you also cannot compare it to Isak and Callum Wilson. So I kind of feel like we have a very quality number 9, but we will need another quality number 9 there. Look at West Ham. They have Antonio and Scamacca. Those are quality signings for a side that's quality players for a side that is lingering around top 10. Those are quality strikers, right? So for me, keep for Gabriel Jesus, but sign another center forward, right? Alexander Zinchenko, keep. There's no question about this. One of the best in the Premier League that we have seen so far. Is going to just get better. Only his first season. Keep. Emil Smith-Rowe, in my opinion, is an absolute decorated keep. And I know with Emil Smith-Rowe, there are many people who see him sold, and there are many people who think he might need a loan deal, or are even confused about him. I'm not confused about Emil Smith-Rowe, and this being my opinionated, keep or sell version, he stays. he will come good. I'm telling you guys this. He will come good, okay? Grealish in his first season, disastrous. Second season is a treble winner, okay? So for me, Emil Smith Rowe, keep. I don't even have words and debates for that. Like, I do not, all right? Saka, Starboy, future of Arsenal, hero. He's going to have a statue by the end of his Arsenal career at the Emirates Stadium. He will be Arsenal's leading top scorer, surpassing Henry and all the other players above him. He will be a Champions League winner. He will be an Arsenal captain at some point in time. He will win the Premier League ×3. He will win the Champions League ×2. Keep him. Like, just keep him. And that contract just shows you how important he's going to be. Tomiyasu is a confusing one for me, because I think the lack of game time will definitely attract a couple of clubs towards him because of his, rare talent to play each and everywhere. But I would really want him to stay at Arsenal, okay? But if he doesn't want to be there, then there is no reason for him to be there, okay? So I'm confused about him. Gabriel Magalhaes has just signed a new deal at Arsenal, best centre-back in the world right now. Keep him. There's no question about that. Florian Balogun is a loan deal, but he has got 2 years on his contract and he doesn't want to resign with Arsenal unless there is guaranteed Premier League football. So he's a sell. I mean, we've got to be ruthless, isn't it? We've got to be ruthless. He's a sell. Florian Balogun is a sell. We would love him to stay. We all want him to stay. But is he going to stay? He's not going to stay around. So a sell is more reasonable than losing him on a free. Actually, he's had a very good season. That's when you sell him, right? If he doesn't want to be there. Nuno Tavares has been on loan, so I don't expect him to go back on loan. There is a lot of interest in him. I'm not confused about him. It's either a keep or sell with Nuno Tavares. We might lose Kieran Tierney. We might bring in Cancelo. I don't see Arsenal signing a left back. So I'm going to go with a keep for Nuno Tavares. Keep him. There is a player in there. Yeah, keep him. Fabio Vieira. Keep him. Magician, tactician, technician. Keep him. Give him some more time. Please give him some more time. On my behalf. Give him some more time. Jakub Kiwior is going to be an absolute keep. He's only been here for quite a very, very short period of time. I don't expect him to be leaving anytime soon. Gabriel Martinelli has just signed a new deal with Arsenal. He's an absolute keep. Saliba has just agreed a new deal at Arsenal as well. Keep. That is the future of Arsenal Football Club. Marquinhos is a loan deal. Yeah, I think he's been at Norwich on loan. So if you give him another loan deal, it would actually be very beneficial for him. XHAKA is a sell. Deal is in place with Bayer Leverkusen. Only right signing in the next 2 weeks and then he leaves. Sell. Jorginho, confused. Yeah, because you literally cannot loan him out. Jorginho, if a club gives us 10 million euros, would that be enough for us to sell him? Would that be enough for us to sell Jorginho? I'm literally confused with Jorginho, right? Ethan Nwaneri, it's a loan deal. Manchester City interested, but I'm really confident he will sign a new deal with Arsenal and go out on loan. 15 years old. He's the youngest player to play ever in the Premier League at 15 years and around, is it 200 or 300 days? Something like that. Keep him. Charlie Patino, I've seen a few people say loan. Sell. Definitely take him back on another loan deal. Now, if he wants to play regularly, I'll definitely put him in confused because I can't commit to selling Charlie Patino. I love him very, very, very much. I really do. So Patino, if he wants to stay with Arsenal, then I think a loan deal is what is ideal. Brooke Norton-Caffey for me is a keep. Not even a loan deal. He's a keep. And this is my reason for Brooke Norton-Caffey. I think we've had our share of troubles at right back, and if we brought in anyone, it still wouldn't hurt for us to sign, to bring Brooke Norton-Coffey to be there as an understudy, right? Yes, that would maybe deter his development process, but he's been out on loan with, I think, at Coventry this campaign. So if he agrees to another loan deal, definitely he's got to go there. But he wants to stay, keep him. I mean, we're struggling at right back. Why not? That is my Arsenal keep, sell, loan, confused edition. You could also watch other creators just to get a perspective of what they think. I think AFTV have done a couple of these ones. I've watched some of them, not all of them. MGH has also done one. You could watch that. It's quite very, very interesting. But I want your thoughts about the keep or sell in the comment box below. Where have I been unfair and where have I been very, 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 very ruthless?